TA News. Thank you for joining us for another episode. I'm glad you all returned. Greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button. I really appreciate that as well. And share the video. Don't forget that either. Hey, look, more stuff to talk about. We got a news article here that I thought was pretty interesting, and so I'm gonna go ahead and share it and get your thoughts and ideas. You know, that's what the comment section's for. So anyways, check it. There's an article. It says how Binance is training law enforcement around the world to combat crypto crime. Right now, if cryptocurrency was not serious and they were really going to kick it to the curb, even with all the craziness you're seeing with the exchanges taking these major hits, I don't think that Binance would be going across the world training these countries and whatnot about the ways that you can get into and steal and all these other things having to do with crypto. So that's pretty interesting, right? So this article says Binance has hosted workshops on crypto and blockchain technology for law enforcement across the US and Europe, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, the Philippines, Singapore, and Sweden. With future workshops planned in Colombia and Mexico. Look at that. I think this is an important article because look at that. Why are these countries trying to learn about catching criminals through these cryptos and blockchains, right? Why do they have to learn this? That's right, because we know that they're going to use the ISO messaging system. And not only are they going to do that, but they're going to be using this for common everyday business from person to business, business to bank. I don't think business will ever deal with banks, but they're going to have to deal with these things, especially when you talk about businesses and banks and so on and so forth. So anyways, that's pretty important, wouldn't you think? It goes on to say, what is a ransomware attack? Other than the 21st century version of mafia extortion, what is a big butchering scheme? If not a modern adaptation of the Nigerian Prince email scam? And I don't know what that is. Comments below. But while the means have evolved, the motive is the same in the majority of cases. Money. And it's easier to follow the money when you just so happen to have a permanent ledger of everything that's happening. So look. Yes, that's what the ledger system is for. It's going to pretty much track everything, and so there is no getting around. Now, no, it does not directly say you are doing this. It's an indirect thing. You're going to have, at some point, as the legislation is complete, you're going to have law enforcement or somebody else to step in, get involved, and go to the places of exchange and then get them to release information for any criminal activity. So it's not like people can literally track what you're doing. They can only see that, oh, there's an address that did XYZ, right? That's it. All right. So it goes on to say crypto transactions can be traced on the blockchain, and that gives investigators a leg up in the fight against crypto crime. Cash that disappears into a Swiss bank account isn't public, but everything that happens on the blockchain is. That's right. It's not public information when you move cash, okay? It's not. So everybody says, oh, blockchain is horrible. Of course it's horrible because they can't conduct the nefarious transactions that they would want to conduct if everything has to be on a ledger, which is publicly visible, right? It goes on to say, if you went to Bank of America and asked them how much exposure they have to criminal marketplaces, they couldn't tell you, at least not definitely, Gambarin said. Now listen, what that means is how much money left your bank comes in and out of your bank that was tied up in some illicit behaviors or some nefarious practices or businesses or actions, you know what I'm saying? So illegal, right? So that's really what they're saying. Bank of America can't tell you that. They wouldn't know where that money coming into their system went. They can't tell you if it went to a strip club and it was all over somebody's, hey, right? It's just as they would say, filthy money by definition. That's stupid. It's funny though, right? So they can't tell you about paper money, right? And then when we talk about transactions on a digital format, they still can't tell you because it's not that type of transaction. But on a blockchain, yes, each transaction comes through a door. There's a doorway. There's like an IP address in a sense when we look at the way the system works now. So it's like an IP address for the internet that leaves your wallet and goes to another wallet, or leaves your wallet, goes to an exchange. And then those things that came into the exchange came in from this address. And then there it is. You can track all these things. It goes on to say, but I can go right now and see exactly how much exposure we have to those entities, which is unheard of in the financial sector, he said. We're teaching investigators and regulators how to leverage this, and we're demystifying cryptocurrency to shed the image people have that it's anonymous. there is no secrets with the blockchain. It's very interesting that with all the things coming in 2023, that you have big names like Binance moving all across this place of existence, teaching these countries about criminal activity and how to run stuff down, so on and so forth. It's very interesting. So, you guys, I share this information because hopefully it helps you make better decisions for you, your family, your loved ones for the future. And here we can clearly see with this article here that, look, this is going nowhere. They're taking the time so that all these countries and nations know how to deal with the criminal side of it, right? What do you think is following? We know about March. What do you think is following? All right, that's all I got for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found that you gained some amount of knowledge from it, hit that like button. Also, I enjoy when you guys get in the comment section and leave your thoughts. So leave your thoughts, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.